open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
The Vikings send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Nice move by Lewis. Another nice move. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barber, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A look there at the numbers for Barber from last time. 12 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on him.
On 2nd down now. It's Barber, and some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On the return, here comes Lewis. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. He finds his man complete. It's Owens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. He finds his man complete. That's Owens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Vick. He finds his man complete. It's Owens. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Running with Barber out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Vick. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. There's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And
out now come the Vikings.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And let's face it, you could put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A first down throw coming for Vick. He finds his man complete. It's Owens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and short yardage. Vick. He finds his man complete. It's Owens. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Looking left outside him. He's got a man. That's Owens. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Vick now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead. Well,
whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This complete to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Russell Wilson, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Gary Brightwell, 76 yards on the ground. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And here's Lewis. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Vick. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Vick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it?
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Just shy of the 40. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 1 back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Back now in Arlington. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Barber. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Barber, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble prone either.
Now, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around them when they go through the line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Another carry here for the fullback, Allstott.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 54 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis,